Okay, I hope I'm audible to all my students who are attending this particular lecture for the Iit-Jam Economics Entrance course. In this particular lecture, I'm going to continue with the discussion of the 2024 question paper which has come up for the Iit-Jam Economics Entrance, okay, which all students can currently see on your screens. If all students can recall that in the previous lectures, starting from question number 1, I had done in-depth discussion till question number 9. This was the last question we had solved in the previous lecture. Now, in this particular lecture, I'm going to start with the discussion of problem 10, which all students can currently see on your screens. So let's start from the discussion of question number 10 in this particular lecture. So let's start with the discussion of this lecture. So let's look at question number 10. We need to evaluate the limit as x tends to infinity. 1 plus 1 over x to the power x. Now, recall from my mathematical methods for economics course, this is nothing but E. This is the definition of E. So my answer is option A. Let me come to the whiteboard and explain this to all students. I'm just writing the main heading for completeness. This is Iit-Jam Economics Entrance. Iit-Jam Economics Entrance, and we are looking at the 2024 question paper. 2024 question paper. Okay, we are looking at problem 10, and recall from my introductory mathematical methods for economics course. Recall from my introductory mathematical methods for economics course that when I talk about limit as x tends to infinity, let me write this clearly, limit as x tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 over x to the power x, this is equal to E by definition, where E denotes the natural exponential. E denotes the natural exponential. Okay, so this is something students can find in my lectures on single variable differentiation. When you subscribe to my complete Iit-Jam Economics Entrance course, students who subscribe to my complete course or students who buy my complete course for Iit-Jam Economics, okay, you will find this in my lectures on single variable differentiation within the introductory mathematical methods for economics course. By definition, it's equal to E. Okay, let's come to the whiteboard. Let's come back to the question paper. So my answer is option A. Then we look at question number 11. Let's look at question number 11. Two distinct integers are chosen randomly from 5 consecutive integers. So we are choosing two integers from 5 consecutive integers. If the random variable x represents the absolute difference between them, then we need to find what are the mean and the variances of the random variable x. So first of all, let me choose any 5 consecutive integers. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 consecutive integers. And then we take any two integers and we find the absolute difference between them. We then need to see what are going to be the mean and the variances of my random variable x. If I quickly come to the whiteboard to solve it, we are looking at question number 11. So I can say let the 5 consecutive integers be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Obviously, students can take any other 5 consecutive integers. You could have taken 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or any 5 consecutive integers. For simplicity, I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as my consecutive integers. Then, if I take up any two integers, if I take any two distinct integers, what are the possible pairs I can? So, my possible pairs are going to be 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 2 1, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5. Then I have 3 1, 3 2, 3 4, 3 5. Then we have 4 1, 4 2, 4 3, 4 5. Then we have 5 1, 5 2, 5 3, and 5 4. These are going to be the possible pairs of two distinct integers we can have. Now, what are the absolute differences? So if I find the absolute, so I can say let the random variable x, let the random variable x denote, it denotes the absolute differences between them. It denotes the absolute means I take the modulus. It denotes the absolute differences between the two integers. It denotes the absolute differences between the two integers. Okay, so what are the absolute differences I can have? What are the values x can take? Okay, so x can take the following values. So if I go over them, so look at the first one. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. The absolute value is 1. Then 1 minus 3 is minus 2. The absolute value is 2. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Absolute value 3. 1 minus 5 is minus 4, but the absolute value is 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. 2 minus 3 is minus 1, but the absolute value is 1. 2 minus 4 is minus 2, but the absolute value is 2. 2 minus 5 is minus 3, but the absolute value is 3. Absolute is all modulus, okay? 3 minus 1 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. The absolute value is 1. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. The absolute value is 2. 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 5 is minus 1, but the absolute value is 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. 5 minus 4 is 1. So these are all possible values x can take. Now you can see there are repetitions. So obviously we now have x and we have the corresponding probability. So if I erase all this off, I'm erasing the possible pairs now. Okay. And we are now looking at the values taken by x are majorly 1, 2, 3, and 4. We now find the probabilities. Okay. By looking at this. So what are the total number of values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How many times 1 is appearing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So my required probability is 8 over favorable outcomes 8, total number of outcomes 20. How many times 2 appears? 1, 2, 3. So let us see how many times 2 appears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 2 appears 6 times. So its favorable outcome 6 over total number of outcomes 20. How many times 3 appears? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 by 20. And how many times 4 appears? 1 and 2. So 2 over 20. Okay. So now how do I find the mean? Finding the mean is very easy. Mean of x or expected value is nothing but summation x into px. So let's calculate x into px. 1 into 8 over 20 is 8 over 20. 2 into 6 over 20 is 12 over 20. Okay. 3 into 4 over 20 is again 12 over 20. Okay. And then we have 4 into 2 over 20, which is 8 over 20. And if I sum up, this is going to be 8 over 20 plus 12 over 20 plus 12 over 20 plus 8 over 20. So if I add all this up, it's 8 plus 12 plus 12 plus 8. So 8 plus 12, 20, 12 plus 8, 20, 20 plus 20, 40, 40 over 20 is 2. This is 2. So I can write, if I erase the initial portion of, I can write that the expected value of x comes out as 2. How do I find the variance? If I erase this part off now, finding the variance is very easy. We need to use the formula. Variance of x is expected value of x square minus expected value of x whole square. So expected value of x square will be summation x square px minus expected value of x is summation x px whole square. So I first calculate, how do I calculate x square px? Multiply x into x px. That gives me x square px. X square px column is nothing but 1 into 8 by 20, which is 8 by 20. Then 2 into 12 by 20, which is 24 over 20. 3 into 12 by 20 is 36 by 20. 4 into 8 over 20 is 32 over 20. So if I add all of this up, it's going to be 8 plus 8 plus 24 plus 36 plus 32 comes out as 100. That means my summation x square px is 100 over 20 minus summation x px is 2 square. So this is 5 minus 2 square, which is 5 minus 4, which is 1. So my answer is 1. So I can say that variance of x is equal to 1. This is my answer for this question. So this was a good question. Okay, 5 consecutive integers, 2 possible pairs of distinct integers. We calculate what are the values taken by x with corresponding probabilities. Mean is nothing but expected value of x, which is summation x px. Variance is nothing but expected value of x square minus expected value of x whole square. Now, students who have joined or subscribed to my complete course on Iit-Jam Economics, you will find similar kind of questions solved by me in my lectures on intermediate statistical methods for economics course. Students who have subscribed to my complete course, you will find more practice lectures in my introductory and intermediate statistical methods for economics course, similar to the questions we are solving in this lecture. Okay, now quickly coming back to the paper. Let's come back to the paper. So question number 11, my answer I can mark, it's 2 and 1. Okay, so option D is the correct answer. Mean is 2, variance is 1. And then let's look at the next question. Question number 12. Consider two independent random variables. We are given that x follows a normal distribution with mean 5 and variance 4. And we are also given that y follows again a normal distribution with mean 3 and variance 2. Okay. Then if 2x plus 3y itself also follows a normal distribution. Remember the reproductive property of normal distribution. Any linear combination of two normal variables will also follow a normal distribution. We need to find the mean and the variance of 2x plus 3y. So I'm going to use the properties of mean and variance to solve this. Again, students can find similar kind of questions solved in my lectures on statistical methods for economics. Students who have bought my complete course for the Iit-Jam Economics entrance. So if I come to the whiteboard, question number 12, we are given that X follows a normal distribution with mean 5 and variance 4. And Y also follows a normal distribution with mean 3 and variance 2. Okay, so we need to find out the distribution of 2x plus 3y. So expected value of 2x plus 3y using the properties of expectations will be 2 times expected value of x plus 3 times expected value of y. What is the expected value of x? 5. What is the expected value of y? 3. So it's going to be 2 into 5 plus 3 into 3, which is 19. So this is my mean of 2x plus 3y. The mean of 2x plus 3y is 9. And then how do I find the variance of 2x plus 3y? We are given that x and y are independent in the question. If I come back to the question paper, two independent random variables. So for two independent random variables, remember covariance is 0. So the mean is going to be 2 square times variance of x plus 3 square times variance of y. I'm writing it that since x and y are independent, students should know that for two independent random variables, their covariance is exactly equal to 0. So it's going to be 4 times variance of x plus 9 times variance of y. What is variance of x, guys? 4. And what is variance of y? 2. So my answer is 4 into 4, 16 plus 9 into 2, 18. The answer comes out as 34. So I can write the variance for 2x plus 3y is equal to 34. So I can come back to the question paper and we can mark the correct answer. The correct answer is option A. The mean for 2x plus 3y has come out as 19. The variance for 2x plus 3y has come out as 34. Okay, so this is where I stop in this particular lecture. In the next lecture, I'm going to start with the discussion of question number 13. If you look at question number 13, it is clearly a problem based on linear programming, which I have covered up in my mathematical methods for economics course within the Iit-Jam economics entrance. Okay, so we are going to start with the discussion of question 13 in the next lecture. So I stop in this lecture. I hope students have enjoyed this lecture. Any doubts? You can unmute your mic and ask, or you can get in touch with me for doubts on call or WhatsApp, or you can mail me your doubts at divineschoolof economics@gmail.com. This is where I stop in this lecture.